This is Joe Dager, owner of Business 901, and I am a continuous improvement marketing consultant, specializing in value stream marketing and marketing Kanban systems. I just happen to be a Lean Six Sigma black belt with over 30 years of marketing experience. This particular segment is an overview of using the theory of constraints in value stream marketing. Companies have a process that moves prospects and customers through a progression, such as a marketing funnel or a sales pipeline. This enables an organization to visualize the process and give them an idea of how many sales are close to closing, or how many people are entering the funnel, or even how many are maybe A, B, or C players. Organizations must come to understand that the pipeline funnel that they are building is a value stream. The lean concepts of flow, leveling, and especially Mura and Muri instead of Muda, become understood when this type of visualization is used. Effective management of the pipeline or your value stream is one of the most critical components in marketing today. Finding the obstacles that hinder flow through the use of the Marketing Kanban creates one of the most cost-effective ways of increasing sales. You will create a value stream for each particular marketing or sales channel that you have. Having created your value stream, typically in multiple streams or swim lanes, we will turn our focus on just one stream at a time. We create a value stream for the purpose to achieve better cooperation of the multiple phases or stages. Utilizing a Marketing Kanban, we will be able to visualize the work required and manage the work in process. Transferring the value stream to a Kanban board, we will first engage in setting the limits to the work in process. How many people can you effectively manage during each phase is the number that you put in parentheses in the top of the columns. Reviewing previous videos will demonstrate how these numbers are derived. The individual post-it notes are tasks that occur to move prospects, work in process, along the Kanban board. However, work is limited by what is in the column and is queued. The next stage pulls from what you have completed before. Each interlinking phase depends upon the other links. In each of them, you will have different capabilities, normal variations, and a changing workload, making it practical impossible to balance. Using TOC, or the theory of constraints, we will find one phase of the value stream more limited than another. Since we have determined that the whole value stream is dependent upon the cooperation of all phases, the weakest link determines the strength of the chain. Every system typically has relatively few constraints. However, to operate at maximum efficiency, the limiting constraint must be identified. 5 steps of continuous improvement help identify and prove the constraint. I wrote an ebook on this subject that goes over this in more detail, but the question you may want to consider is, do you have control of your throttle? Think about it. If you knew where your constraint was, could you not readily increase and decrease your marketing effectively? The system's constraint is the phase, part of the phase or resource which limits the output of the entire system. Start following your actions, and you may find out that your bottleneck is not just getting more prospects in the door. If you can monitor actual numbers, you may be amazed at what is happening to your prospects, your work in process. This is why we need to identify the constraint. Where is your constraint? The easiest way in a manufacturing analysis is to walk around and see where the work is piled up. It is not that much different in a marketing process. Walk around, see if there's a pile of sales presentations waiting to go out. You may find people waiting on financing to be approved, maybe inconsistent delivery of newsletters, and so forth. If you have done a good job of building your Marketing Kanban, you may be able to surprise on how easy it is to find. You may be so lucky to be able to completely eliminate steps. Start internally. As you gain internal control, you will also gain the respect of your customers and vendors. This may help you significantly when you ask them to assist you in later improvement needs. You will always have a constraint, a fundamental concept of continuous improvement. As you correct one, another will develop. As in Lean, this is the fundamental concept of TOC. Most organizations have an unlimited number of things to improve. However, most of the time, only a relative few will make a significant difference in your company's bottom line. If you are going to improve something, improve it. Why waste everyone's time? Changing the process without the data is cause for failure. You've heard it time and time again. Just do it. We have been trained that way. Action is accomplishment, but the wrong action may accomplish little or drive you deeper into the hole. Without data, you will not be able to make as effective and dramatic improvements that you desire. The Marketing Kanban exhibits where you need to improve and where you need to concentrate your efforts. There are several ways to measure progress, with the most common being throughput, operating expenses, and return on investments. Without going into much detail about how to use these ratios, which is beyond the scope of this video, the important thing to remember is that the TOC methodology values throughput, and it is the best means to fuel growth. An important ingredient of the process is the Marketing Kanban. It is used to record each individual marketing segment and will be described in much more detail in other segments. Without limiting the WIP, or the work in process in the Kanban, it will be difficult recognizing what is needed to be done. Also, trying to look at your entire marketing process, it will be difficult to do this. Creating your different segments of your marketing process will enable this to be a possibility. If you would like to learn more about creating your own value stream process or explore how Business 901 could help you, please visit my website, business901.com, and even download the Value Stream Marketing ebook available there. Thank you.